UFOs are real, burgeoning, and not going away. This is the coming great deception. However, when we go up, they come down. When we go up, they show up. I'm your intrepid host, L.A. Marzulli, coming to you from an undisclosed location, somewhere deep in the heart of the Santa Monica Mountains. Welcome to another update. There's some interesting CE1, Close Encounters of the First Kind. Still nothing even rivals what we have with the Kumbergaz UFO with the late Dr. Roger Lear shared with us. But I think you'll find Julian's information and what he shot on his cell phone camera interesting, and we'll get into that. But first, a word from our very trusted sponsor. It turns out the key to losing weight and keeping it off is not in carbs or fat or even in probiotic-rich foods. Nope. The end game of having a healthy weight, as well as more energy and a long, healthy life, comes down to a specific switch you can flip in your body to flush out unnecessary calories. Dr. Stephen Gundry is calling this caloric bypass. And by activating this specific process in your body, he has seen thousands, that's right, thousands of people dramatically improve their health, even at age 50 and beyond. This includes losing weight, getting tons more energy, and returning to the good health they had in their youth once they simply addressed this one key to better health. Not only that, this is actually associated with improved digestion, strong feeling joints and muscles, smoother skin, and healthier lives, meaning it could be the key to a happy life. Dr. Stephen Gundry has lost 70 pounds himself using his research and has kept the weight off for over 20 years and counting. His digestive issues are gone, his health is fantastic, and he feels younger and healthier today than he did in his 40s. His video has been watched by over 20 million people to date, and you can watch and learn more about it. And here's the link, folks, thehealthyfat.com/LA, thehealthyfat.com/LA. It's linked at the bottom of this video, but it'll teach you exactly how he has kept his weight off for free at thehealthyfat.com/LA. Folks, click on the link, and again, results may vary. I'm taking the vitamins that he's given me, and so far it's been good. And these are the claims of our sponsor, not necessarily those of Spiral of Life or L.A. Marzulli. So folks, Julian's having a little trouble with his camera, so we just have his audio. So, you sent me some shots or some film of lights in the sky. These are CE1, Close Encounters of the First Kind. They're far enough away. You can't really see a craft per se, but there's lights, they're pulsing, they're changing color. Tell us what motivated, when did this happen, and what was your reaction when you saw this thing?
Oh, this happened on March, I'd say 28th of last year. And yeah, I was very shocked because there's always airplanes passing my house and stuff, but this one caught my eye because it was stationary, but it started moving and then it stopped. And like, it just was glowing like a sun type of thing. Like, you know how a lighter, there's lights around the lighter, like the glare, it was like that, but then it disappeared and it started changing colors, turquoise, blue, purple, green, all sorts of crazy colors, and then turned into an oval. And it was just so crazy. I've never seen anything like that in my life. And it was actually crazy. Amazing. Cool.
And I get it. You see something like that and it's outside our grid system. It's like, you're trying to grope for something like, what am I looking at? What is this? So when it appeared, did it just blink on, or did it start to move and then stop? Explain how you first caught a glimpse of it.
So I was looking, I heard the plane that was above me pretty loud. And then this thing was like just glowing. Like, I thought it was like a light at first or something from like construction. But then I was like, that ain't no construction light. And it was just big too. Like, it looked pretty big, and it was just so bright. And then it shut off and turned red. And that's what it just stayed different colors and was like, it was just crazy.
How far away was it from you, you think?
It had to be at least less than a mile for sure, I'd say, honestly, from my scale. And it looked like a size of a car, honestly. And it started rotating counterclockwise, like orange, yellow to red. Like, it was bizarre. But it turned blue and purple too. That's what I don't get, like at different times. It was really weird. It was just alternating so fast, like changing shape. And then
Did it make any sound?
silent. The plane that was 30,000 feet above me was way louder than the craft that was not even 50 feet in the air, I'd say. It was like above the tree line. It was insane.
How did it leave the scene? How did it?
Uh, I went down to go get my parents, my dad, and my little brother. And when we came back, there was nothing. I didn't see it at all. It was gone out of there. And I went back the next day too to get footage at nighttime, and it was nothing. None of those lights were still there.
Did it make any like right angle turns? Did it make any erratic maneuvers?
It went left slowly, but then it went right a little quicker. Like when it went to the right, it went slow, and then it stopped behind the trees, and then went back left. And then it was just going right, left to right, and then like standing still. It was very odd. I don't know. It looked like above the golf course near my house. Like it was like hanging around that area. It was really weird. It was not. Drones aren't that big.
Um, was where the site, the golf course near it? Were there any burial mounds? Any Native American burial mounds? Anything?
um, not that I'm sure of, but my friend William was telling me about like some Appalachian tribes and stuff, and I didn't really get the names of them, but he was saying that upstate where I live, it's kind of in a zone like active. He was saying, my buddy William, he's into all this.
Where is upstate? Where do you mean?
Niskayuna, Saratoga Springs, I
Where?
would say.
What state?
Uh, New York City. No, I mean not New York City, but like in the woods, 3 hours away from the city. Like I'd say Saratoga Springs.
Yeah, there's Ellen Crystal wrote a book on this, and there were a lot of sightings in upstate New York in the 90s.
Oh,
Yeah, so this is nothing new. I mean, it's been around there, around that area. I'd have to see where Sarasota Springs is. I'm trying to think of where Ellen Crystal was, but the exact location escapes me at the moment. So you're seeing his state New York. As you're watching these lights, first of all, about how long did you observe them before you went to go, your dad and your brother?
4.5 minutes, I'd say.
Okay.
4.5 minutes, 5 minutes of footage I got. But I was calling people in between the footage, and it was doing stuff while I was like on the phone. I couldn't really FaceTime well and zoom in with my friends, but I told them and I was talking to them like, oh, this is crazy. Like I wish you guys could see this right now. Like I actually see one. It was crazy.
So when you're looking at this, what's going through your mind?
I I actually started thinking about like God and stuff, and I was like saying to this thing like, we're gonna defeat you guys in the end. I hope you know that in like my mind. And I had this crazy like dream, I'd say 3 days after, that like this light appeared above me, and because I was walking down the street, it's called Central Ave. Like it felt so real as this conversation, like, and this thing appeared above me. It was like a light, and it was shining down, and I just dropped to my hands and knees, and I said Jesus, and I woke up like so scared. I've never felt those emotions in my life. Like that felt like life ending like time. It was very crazy. That scared me. I woke up like so scared for no reason, but it felt so real and vivid. It was crazy.
So
But
let me ask you something. So I'm trying to get the timeline straight. So you see the orb, you see the light in the sky, it's moving. Use this as a prop. It's kind of moving slowly like this, left to right, left to right.
Mhm.
And it goes away. You didn't see it leave. Then you bring your father and your brother up. They don't see anything. Then 3 days later, you have a very vivid dream, without
Mhm.
very vivid. And then you, in the dream, you fall to your hands and knees, and you ask the Lord. You plead the name of Jesus. You say, "Jesus, help me." And then
Mhm.
you pop up back into the bed. What happens when you wake up?
Oh, I'm sweating. I tell my dad. He's like, "Oh, you're so it's just a dream." I'm like, "Dad, no. I know dreams. This was like this thing visited me like for sure." Because like what I was saying, I think I was just I was talking down to it, kind of like saying, "It's power of God. He's gonna defeat you." All saying all this like stuff, like you're not gonna win in the end. And then I feel like it wanted to like scare me because God also says, don't try to talk to these things. You know what I mean? Like don't entertain these things. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like I feel like I he was showing me like don't test these things. Like if you see this again, rebuke. Don't do what you just did. You know what I mean?
Have you had any other experiences after that?
Oh, I saw a sponge move in my house, I'd say like 3 feet on the counter, like when I was walking by. It was the freakiest thing. I ran outside barefoot in the snow. I told my dad, I was like, stuff moving in the house. And he's like, oh, you know there's stuff in the house. I'm like, Dad, I don't know this stuff.
Was this always was the sponge moving 3 feet on the table? Was that around the same time that you had the experience with the lights in the sky?
I'd honestly say, yeah, that was that same, I'd say, a few months. Like, and then, yeah, it was just crazy. But you know what caught me in the dream? There was these trees that went there when, like during the time, but the city planted the same trees that I saw in my dream there as baby saplings on the side of the road. There was 3 trees, and then when I woke up, I'd say like a few weeks later, the city put in 3 trees, same spot as in my dream. But
Yeah, that's really interesting.
that really shocked me, and I'm like, what? And they're babies, but the trees in my dream that I saw were a lot larger, but the same type, like oak. I'm pretty sure it was like the ones with the big leaves that don't go away in the winter. That's the ones that were there. And I was like, because I remember very vivid details of that dream. It was very crazy.
Do you
The jacket I was wearing, the pants, all the clothes, like it was the same.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean in my opinion, just from doing this for so many years, they were messing with you. They were trying to call you in. They wanted contact, and
Mhm.
I think when you call out to the Lord, I know that, I know when you call out to the Lord, that broke the connection. That
Oh,
so
that's
that's amazing. Last word. Your closing thoughts.
I'd say, honestly, we know we're gonna win in the end, so
Amen.
we just gotta roll with the punches right now, and honestly, see where it takes us, because then we'll be fine in the end. That's all I know is whatever we got to go through, we'll get through it, together, all of us.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on the record. Really appreciate it. And John Adam has been showing some of the video, folks, while we've been talking here. You can see it for yourself. If you want to do a deep dive, our 10-part UFO series, and here's Ashley to tell us all about it.
Hey guys, I'm Ashley. Today I'm excited to introduce you to something extraordinary. L.A. Marzulli's 10 DVD set called UFO Disclosure. This is not just any collection, it's your key to uncovering the hidden truths about the UFO UAP phenomenon. Did you know that UFO whistleblowers have testified on the record that not only have we recovered crafts, but we have also retrieved non-human biologics? Let that sink in. The world is waking up to a reality long dismissed as science fiction. But what does it really mean? L.A. Marzulli and Gil Zimmerman, business partner and co-producer of these documentaries, have spent years uncovering the shocking truth behind the UFO UAP phenomenon. Now, in this exclusive 10 DVD set called UFO Disclosure, LA dives deep into what the mainstream media won't reveal. Close encounters of the first, second, third, and fourth kind, real-life accounts of people who have seen the occupants of these mysterious crafts, abductions, cattle mutilations, crop circles. What is truly happening behind the scenes? 2 films dedicated to the infamous Roswell crash of 1947, exploring the mysteries that have been shrouded in secrecy. And finally, his latest film, What is the Truth? Exploring the new UFO phenomena and the New Age connection. LA has interviewed top insiders Nick Pope, George Norrie, Gary Stearman, Mondo Gonzalez, and more. Experts who reveal why this might be the most significant event in human history. This is the coming Great Deception. Are you ready? Go to lamarzulli.com today and get your copy of LA's 10 DVD set called UFO Disclosure. Or for streaming, go to streaming.lamarzulli.net. Arm yourself with the truth before it's too late.
Thanks for watching, folks. Remember, UFOs are real, burgeoning, and not going away. This is the coming Great Deception. However, when we go up, they come down. When we go up, they show up. Please subscribe. There's more information coming your way. We've got lots of videos to share and lots of interviews. Thanks for watching.